Smith cut through the neutral zone. Puck is thrown to Butcher. Cursed by a broken stick. Stick shattered. More trouble here.
A very frustrating play when that happened.
Moving it to Johansson. The Devils successfully killed off the penalty, so we're at full strength now. Stolen at center ice. And he gains the zone. That is up close and personal.
He got steamrolled there in the open ice. Thought he had more room to slide by, but the road got closed in a hurry.
New Jersey's looking up from mid-ice. A shot. Score! That's 4 straight. Goalie to the bench. Substitution made.
Well, it was pretty clear a little while ago in this game that this was not going to turn out well. He has not had a very good night. The coach looks like he's clearly fed up with it. And while the team has played very poorly, the #1 way to change the game is to take your goalie out.
Shoots. Score! The Devils are threatening to run away with this game. Let's just see before the second period's over if there can be any kind of resistance. And that's a face-off win.
Scored by number 97, assisted by number 7,
Has it back deep.
and by number 45, Sammy Vatanen.
It's dumped back in. That'll help the defense to get to the bench. Nashville's winging it at neutral ice. A big hit. Vatanen's looking to lead. And that puck goes offside. Over 5 minutes to go in the period. A highly offensive game, at least for one team. My, oh my, what offense we're seeing by one. Feeds the point. Glides across. On to Irwin. Shoots. He saved it. Strong save.
His perfect positioning allowed him to shut down that chance.
Collected in the corner. Chipped down. Through the corner. To the half wall. They've got it going right now. Can they finish? Oh, pocket picked. Gets in and he'll look over his options. Snapping a pass to Smith. Oh, and the pass wouldn't go. Great stick there. Skill play by Simmons. New Jersey's got it in the defensive zone.
1 minute left.
The drama heightens in this final minute of the second period. Puts one on. Save! Terrific reaction to a scary shot.
Well, the goaltender read this really well. He's down in the butterfly, and he's going to stop this all day.
Nashville's got a defensive zone win. The Predators have the puck at center ice. Flings it. Great save. The puck is cleared out, and that should do it. 2 periods are in the books here. And the books could very well have some perspiration stains on it by now because these teams have worked pretty hard. But still, a third period is ahead. Through 2 periods, here are the shots on goal. Get ready. 21 for the Devils and 17 for Nashville. The Predators are suffering on the goaltender. For him, there are great days, there are average days, and then there's today. More in a moment. 40 minutes have been played. They are getting ready for the third period here. So take us back through the game. What do you think, Eddie?
Nashville's got a real tough task ahead of them as we get ready for the third period. They know they're facing a hot goaltender. They know they've created a lot of chances. They need a bounce. They need to get a greasy goal. In order to do that, you've got to put yourself right in front of the goaltender.
Gathered up again by Yossi. Pitching this one to Smith. Trying to go to Butcher. Passing one off now to Bailey. And he dumps it in. Pass to the slot. Wonderful stop.
You got to find a way to put it in the net.
The Predators skated up on the side. Wrist one. An outstanding pad save. Propelled to Duchesne. Deflected off the blocker. Kicked out of that cluster. Save. He holds that one, and it's a good thing because they were buzzing.
To be a top 10 scorer in the playoffs requires a couple things. Your team has to be good, so you play enough games to get into the top 10, but also you have to be able to produce when the level of the game is risen.
And he gains the zone. Good, solid defensive play with the stick. The Predators are at the wing in neutral ice. Nicely into the zone. He won't have... There's a drive after the whistle.
There's one of those unwritten rules. You can't do that after the whistle.
A huge punch ends this one, and the Star is stunned.
I think his teammates were stunned, Doc, because he was involved in that fight.
As this fight was going on, the official skated over to both benches and said that'll be the end of that.
A little under 5 minutes played. Who would have thought 5 goals, but all of them from one team?
Devils penalty to number
Neutralized
7.
face-off win.
1-minute major for fighting.
It's dumped in.
4 minutes, 40 seconds.
He chipped that one off the boards and ahead. And he dumps it in. Can he send it out? And it's a good pickup. To Donovan. In with it now. Doesn't get the shot off. Smart recovery by Ellis. A big collision there.
Sometimes you just run out of real estate, nowhere to go, and he had to take the big hit.
Fires. Save there.
Hishier's feeling all of that solid hit. He's just going to slowly glide to the bench.
Good setup off the win. No!
I don't see too many guys getting away of blocking that shot. That thing had some heat on it.
Gathered up by Mueller. Skilled play by Stafford. Steps across that line. With a blast! A gong shot there.
That puck hit him in the mask.
Torres dragging it between the blue lines. A collision. He got his pad on it. Nice play with the stick. Nothing more will come. He is shut right off. In the slot. Sticked away. Looking to Johansson. Carries it on in from center. He throws it there. Turned away with the stick.
New Jersey's goaltender has been locked in from the very beginning tonight. They try to protect this shutout late in the third period.
Goes back deep for it. That puck is cleared and fresh guys can get back out there. Save. To Johansson. Taken out along the boards. Close in play. Oh, terrific save on a great chance.
He had his eye on the puck the whole time. What a stop.
Continued overwhelming support.
Saros makes the save, not even breaking a sweat. He's in good position. That allows him to make this stop.
Good face-off win. Stood up all the way and blocked it. The Predators lug that along up the wing. Slid to Salamaki. This is a tough one to work for. The Devils are skating it up at neutral ice. Back in his defensive end to get it. Crosses that line. Lets it go. Punched away. New Jersey's driving from the neutral zone. It's dumped in. He gets that pass ahead in stride. And he dumps it in. Severson's got it on his stick, trying to clear. May not have been intentional, but he got it anyway. Two guys together with force. Big force.
Well, you can almost feel the frustration bubbling over here, Doc. He just flattened his man, maybe trying to turn something around in a positive nature on a night that has been pretty brutal.
And here's Ray.
Just spoke to a representative from the road team. They're going to be short a player for the rest of the night. The injured player won't come back.
The Devils with possession in the defensive zone. Pitching it to Simmons. What a heavy hit.
Oh, he thought he had plenty of room there, and the door closed on him.
Wonderful stop. And he holds on and stops play. So we're into the last minute. All is academic here. The Predators up the wing lock the puck. He gains the zone. That puck struck him in front. That's a good hit off the forecheck. Big hit. Possession gone. Watch out. A big hit. New Jersey's got it in their own end, hoping for center. What a ripper from the point. And a save. Pass attempt to Smith. And they are in. Laid on to Ekholm. Stick to some. Presented since 1893. In their imagination, it never looked as good as it will. The Stanley Cup about to be theirs. And the game is over. The series is over. New Jersey's won the Stanley Cup. Do you believe the celebration going on?
This group of players will be forever linked as Stanley Cup champions. An emotional moment, I'm sure, for everybody here. One that I only wished I could have been part of. You go through the handshake lineup and there is sportsmanship to be shown, but it's hard to let go of the intensity of a long and bitter series.
The playoff MVP gets the Conn Smythe Trophy, and here is the winner.
I'm always interested in the way the player reacts to getting this trophy. It's almost like they want to get out of there so they can celebrate the Stanley Cup. You've been selected as the best player in the playoffs, but really all you can think about is that your team is champions.
It's often said it's the hardest prize to win because it takes 8 weeks. And by tradition,